Hi, good morning once again. In continuation to my Linux class, I'll give you a brief overview of the operations on arithmetic operations, and we'll take it from here. So, we can perform all the mathematical operations in Linux as we need them. And so, even though we have got various operators, but we will focus today on there are operators like arithmetic, relational, boolean, bitwise, file testing operations. But today's we will focusing on arithmetical operations only. So we have plus, minus, multiplication, subtraction, division, and modulus operator, which is checking up with the remainder. So then we also have increment and decrement operator, which are also known as unary operators, and we can use them. So we'll just create a file and we'll call it as sudo vim, and we will call it as a trymath.sh, which is going to be a shell file. Okay. Oh, sorry. I did not log on to the machine. SSH Azure user @public IP. Yes. And @ss.0.123 enter. So now I'm connected to the machine, and I will say sudo vim test math.sh, and I'll press I to insert. And first thing I'll be using is shebang !bin/bash. You need to add shebang if you need to write a script file, and we can write comment statement. So we can just say this is a comment statement will be ignored by the interpreter. So anything that you write in this followed by hash usually is ignored by the interpreter. And we will now start with the statement. So we will just use the command read, and we will just say -r, which is a switch, -p, and we will store the value enter a or enter first value. Let's put it this way, and we will call it as num1. Then we'll use the same command read -r -p, and we will say enter second value, and we will call it as num2. Now we want to perform certain operations, so we will create a variable sum. Remember, do not use there are some variables which are reserved words, so be very careful when you are using them. And I will say sum is equal to $, so I'll store this value, and the dollar is the two values, which is num1 and plus num2. So this is the values that you have to use, and you can simply say echo the sum of $num1 and $num2 is, you can simply say $sum. Or if you don't want to write like this, you can also write it like this as this is one way. Let's use it in this, and we'll put full stop, and let's press enter. And next line we will say diff, which is difference. We'll say difference is equal to, again, dollar num1 minus num2 close brackets, and we will say echo the difference of $num1 and $num2 is, we can close it and simply write here dollar, and we will say diff. So you can even write it this way. That is also another way of displaying it, the data. You can also create a variable which is prod, which is product. Product is equal to, again, dollar, and we can use num1 asterisk num2. So this is for product sign, and we can simply create echo the multiplication of dollar num1 and dollar num2 is, we can simply write here as dot product. So whichever way you feel you're good, you can write it that way. And I'll just remove the full stop from here, which doesn't look very nice to me, but that's up to you. And then we will say div, or let's call it as division, or whatever you want to say. You can simply write here dollar, and then again dollar num1 divided by dollar num2, and we will simply call it here echo the division of dollar num1 and dollar num2 is, and we can again use the same sign, which is dollar and div, div, but in curly braces, not in the round braces. And then we can use modulus operator, which is mod is equal to again dollar, and we will just use dollar num1 percent dollar num2, and we can simply print here as echo the modulus I don't know the spelling, I'll just leave it like this, modulus of dollar num1, like currently I'm not remembering the spelling, num2 is, and we can simply say dollar mod, and it is done. Now we can also increment the values. So to increment the value, we can simply say over here plus plus, and we will say num1. So this is going to increment the value by 1, and we can simply write here echo the new incremented value of dollar, the new incremented value is dollar num1, close it, and period. You don't need it. Similarly, you can say minus minus dollar minus minus num1, and we will just use, I don't know why it is showing red, let's hope there is no error, echo the decremented value of, the decremented value is dollar num1, and you can close it. So yeah, let's try to run this output over here. So we'll break escape :wq and we'll save it, and we are going to run sh testmath.sh. So it is asking enter the first value, I say 100, enter second value 20. Okay, yeah, see the plus plus and minus minus did not work, so we'll have a look at it, what was the issue. But yeah, we have found out that the sum is this, difference is this, product is this, division is this, modulus is 20 times 5, 100, remainder is 0, and only thing that we are identifying is the issue with plus plus and minus minus. So usually it is correct, but it depends on flavors of Linux. It's not giving any error now. Let's go back and have a look at it. It's good to me. Plus plus num1, So plus plus means it is going to increment the value of num1 by 1, and it looks good. There is no error now. Let me try it again. Escape :wq, and let's run it. 100, 15. No, it did not work. So this time you have seen the output, and the modulus is 10 because 15 times 6 is 90 and remainder is 10. So no problem, we are just going to change the value. We are going to modify it. I'll just press I to insert, and I'll make it as let me try with dollar. It should not be an issue, but sometimes it is. No, it is not working. Okay, let's put it this way. I'll call it as num is equal to dollar, and the value will be stored for this, and same I will do with num here. Num is equal to dollar, and it should be good. Now if it doesn't work, then we can simply write there as num is equal to num minus 1 and num is equal to num plus 1. We can do it that way, but it should work over here. Yeah, the incremented value of 10 is 10. It did not, oh, it's okay, at least it worked, but the only thing is that we did not put here value as num, and it is also num. Escape :wq, and let's clear the screen, and we'll run it. 10 by 3. Oh, it did not increment it. I think the increment operator is not working. Anyway, but some flavor of Linux it may work, some flavor of Linux it may not work, but that's absolutely fine. We can also have the conditional operator here, so I'll just go here and have a look at it. So I'll just put the hash over here, I, as for insert. So I think like it is just because of the flavor of Linux, but the command is right. Now I will make it as a conditional operator over here. So I'll just make all these statements as comment statement. I don't want to print them anymore. And I'll just show you another thing as greater than, less than over here. So we have it, the two numbers. So we can also enter two more values here, and we can say if, simple if, condition, semicolon, then, and every if must end with a fee. So condition is if $num1 is greater than $num2, we'll simply print echo $num1 is greater than $num2. That's a simple if statement, conditional, and we will then use elif which is else if, and again semicolon, then, and then again echo dollar num1 is smaller than dollar num2. So this is condition if it is less than, and otherwise else, which is final else, we will just say echo dollar num1 and dollar num2 are equal numbers. So we'll just put a condition here. We'll just type here dollar num1 is less than, which is LT dollar num2, and we are going to print it. So escape colon WQ, clear screen. Why we should not clear it, we'll just run it. So enter first value 100 and second value 100 and 1001. So 100 is smaller than 1001, which is correct. Similarly, next we put 100 and then we 1. So 100 is greater than 1, which is also true. And then we can say 100 and second value is 100. So echo 100 and 100 are equal numbers, not found. Let's have a look. Maybe we made some. Okay, I think it is just about the space here. Rest everything looks good to me. There is no other issue. Escape colon WQ. We'll just check it again. 10, oh sorry, 10, 10, and 10 and 10 are equal. So that was just about the space after echo. Yeah, I hope this makes sense, that you can create some numbers, values. You can even use greater than, less than sign, but with numbers it is preferred that you should use echo value. But this is absolutely fine, you know. Even this increment decrement was good. I don't know why it did not transfer the value of this into number 1, but I can also try it once again. Mouse does not work, maybe because I know the command is correct. I will just delete this here, and I'll just remove this dollar sign here, and let me try it once again. So escape colon WQ, and we'll do so few enters, and 100, 200. No, it's not working, but the command is correct. Maybe it's all about the flavor of Linux. Yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to reach me, and next video we will be talking about the incremental and decremental loops.